The global hotel industry was severely harmed by the COVID-19 pandemic. Strict travel restrictions imposed by countries trying to curb the spread of COVID had a significant impact on supply chains and income for hotels, restaurants, travel, and other leisure activities. After a 2-year slump, the sector is gradually returning to pre-pandemic levels. The Indian hospitality industry has particularly accelerated with the government's renewed push to bring attention to the country's underexplored diverse ecosystem, vast heritage, and culture. India's Ministry of Tourism laid emphasis on promotion of domestic tourism and launched the Dekho Apna Desh initiative. The ministry also announced various fiscal relief measures to revive the tourism sector after the pandemic. The government's initiatives to revive domestic tourism have resulted in record tourist footfall in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. According to the Information and Public Relations of the J&K government, around 16.2 million tourists have visited the region since January this year.
We've had so many tourists from different parts of the country internationally coming into Kashmir this year. I think it's wonderful to see so many tourists coming here, enjoying everything. We've ensured that these tourists get the best of facilities, and our major tourism players have played a major role in this.
Many other Indian states are too experiencing an upsurge in the number of visitors and travelers. For example, the number of tourists in Goa has exceeded pre-COVID levels since September of 2021.
Goa is with the full bang, with the open arms, welcoming tourists back into Goa. It may be a charter tourist, or it may be a foreign tourist coming on the FIT, or domestic tourists, which Goa they have made as their first destination, India, that as our Chief Minister calls it, tourism capital of India.
According to the Investment Information and Credit Rating Agency, the Indian hotel industry started off on a promising note this fiscal year, with the country's luxury hotels registering 56 to 58% occupancy in the first quarter, even though it was not peak travel season. Centrally supported initiatives like the National Strategy for Sustainable Tourism and Responsible Traveler campaign and the National Integrated Database of Hospitality Industry have made travel and tourism even more organized and accessible. Leaders in the tourism industry have been extremely pleased with the government's active response during and in the aftermath of the pandemic.
The Indian hospitality industry has enjoyed moderate growth over the past couple of years, but there's certainly some great potential that lies ahead. This is a nation that is rich in culture and diversity. The World Economic Forum ranked India in its Tourism Competitive Index 65th in 2013, and it has grown to 34th in 2019. And now that the recovery is well and truly underway, I'm sure that this number will rise in the future.
The India Brand Equity Foundation, IBEF, predicts that the Indian travel market will grow to $125 billion USD in the 2027 to 2028 fiscal year. Despite the initial slowdown with the COVID-19 pandemic, the sector's growth outlook is positive, with revenues on a sharp upward trajectory. With a focus on the country's rich heritage, planned expansion, and steady rise in hospitality standards, India has loudly announced to people around the world that no matter where you are, India is ready to welcome you.